I found an alligator nest in the forest with alligators everywhere despite the fence. Everywhere I looked, I saw these little baby alligators. It looks like they just hatched and this must be their nest. Music.
Look how tiny they are, guys. Music. What a huge head. That's hilarious. There are several here, look. Another is Alligator Valley. Just the baby here. The mother must be hiding nearby. See, music. Looks like fish, huh? I'm gonna move and they'll run away, man. When I got here, they were right at the edge. But when I got closer, they ran away. Look over there, see the movement in the water? That's them, they're running, and it's already getting dark too. It's a bit hard to see. I'll need to return in daylight. I think there's a crocodile nest in this tunnel. I saw everyone in there. No one's missing, right? There are definitely lots of spider webs, but interestingly, nothing on this other side. Wait, whoa. I saw movement over there, but no alligators on this side, only fish swimming. Music. Nothing, music. Check inside for anything, music.
Wow, it got dark really fast, guys. The worst part is I'm alone on a bike in the middle of a forest with no help or resources. I have to run home and figure out how to catch that alligator. Music. Hey subscribers, I'm Viros and welcome to another video. Music? Correct folks, you can't catch an alligator without proper equipment. That's why you can see here that I'm more or less prepared. I put on special clothes to protect myself from any animal. I'm also going to take a fishing net and a tilapia because I think alligators love this as a snack. And I also grabbed a flashlight and a candle. You never know what I might end up finding, right? It's good for us to always be well lit, and for that I'll use my super light cap, so with this I can see everything. Look, it's lighting up, pretty cool. Oh, and I almost forgot, we'll also need a bucket to put the alligator in case we manage to catch one. I'm bringing this and I think we can put it here. Well guys, everything is ready. I think we can go ahead with our mission. And there I went, walking towards the forest. It was late and dark and I admit I was a bit scared. Luckily I brought these lights, but the batteries won't last long, so I need to hurry. The goal is to reach that little lake.
But I'm hearing things in the middle of the woods here. Something moving near the aquarium. You can hear noises from everywhere. I wonder if there are alligators here at this hour. Isn't there any noise here? I heard something back there. Man, over there, look, it even seems like there's, I don't know if it's a dog or something moving through the middle. Look, the abandoned aquarium, man, it's really scary, seriously. I'm alone here. I don't know what's inside that bush, but anyway, I have to get ready here. Listen, listen. I don't know if you guys heard it, like something running and getting into the water. Man, I wanted to go deeper. I don't know if the audio is picking it up so you guys can hear it. But it's like there's something running, crawling, and then it falls into the water and makes the sound of water. Look, I don't see any movement here. It seems to come toward us, then suddenly makes a sound in the water, but you can't see it. But it's making noise in the bushes, which is scary. I'm all goosebumps, but okay, we have to get to work soon, right? I didn't see any alligators there because I think they're the ones in the bushes. Remember that they build something there kind of high up, which is called the nest. I think it's in those places where there's no water, but it's really close to the lake, you know? Like water will rise here if it rains, but I don't think it'll flood, so this must be a path for alligators. I'm not sure if it falls, if it's the camera, or if it falls on the camera.
The alligator's nest is usually a pile of stuff, vegetation, dirt, dry leaves, branches, mud, and plant remains. All this fits into a small mound about 1 meter high, usually built by the females. And the interesting thing is that when all this material rots, it heats up inside and that's what incubates the eggs. So, They don't rely only on the sun. Usually the female alligators build on the banks of lakes and swamps. They pick a safe spot with quick lake access in case of evacuation. And the most amazing thing is that a nest can have from 20 to 50 eggs. After laying eggs in the mound, the female hides nearby, staying alert and ready to attack. In other words, at least 20 baby alligators come here to the shores of this lake.
I'm hearing movement over here. It's happening here too. I think, guys, that these piles of brush they make, like the one right here in front of us, remember? It's that thing they call Jacare's construction. Should I make the noise now or at night? I climb the stairs, it's so loud. I really need to give him this tilapia soon. I want to leave it strategically so I can check tomorrow if it's gone. Should I leave it outside or in the water? I think I'll leave it outside. If I leave it in the water, the thornfish will eat it. Look at this, man, it's so noisy. I'm going to set a trap. Look, I'll leave two pieces. I'll leave one here in the water in this corner, but the other one I have to put where I think the alligator might pass by. Look, they were over there, so I'm going to put it here, right around here on the edge, just so I can see if it'll be ready tomorrow. It's really close over there, look. Good. I put the tilapia there. Not sure if it'll attract attention, but I'll probably return tomorrow. Early or in the afternoon at the same time I came today, right? We checked to see if anything would happen with that tilapia since I didn't see more alligators there. They seem to be hiding. Now it's making a lot of noise. Just go away, that's it.
The moment I decided to leave, something surprising happened. I started hearing gunshots coming from the middle of the forest. I got terrified and ran away. I left the camera, equipment, everything behind because all I wanted at that moment was to save my life.
I ran so much
that my phone even fell to the ground, and when I got up and checked, it was just Disney's fireworks. Man, I got the biggest scare of my life. I thought there was someone in the bushes shooting everywhere, but luckily it was just the fireworks. I decided to go back the next day with just Clariano, thinking it might be easier to find the alligators.
It's right up ahead, look, yeah. Here, let me get ready. I have to be quick. Noises distract me from my search. It's right there, look. Where could they have gone? Yesterday, that place was packed. Probably over 10 people. You know when they say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice? That's exactly it, man. If you're not ready at the time.
You don't record it, it's hard for it to happen again. Yesterday it was dark. I came here, look, it was getting dark actually, right? And man, there were a lot of them. It was bizarre. I'm barefoot here, about to get bitten by a snake or something, but I'll try to go deeper here to see if I can find myself. Guys, there were so many alligators here yesterday. It's bizarre. Can't you see any? I mean, I heard one moving back there, but I don't know where it went. Bye. Wow. Really? It's so crazy because I imagined this happening in my life at some point, you know? I can't recall if I was sleeping, dreaming, or just thinking, but I think I was just imagining how cool it would be to find a crocodile nest. I've mentioned this in some videos, so regular viewers already know. Honestly, it was inevitable. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Words have power. We speak, believe, and expect results. Suddenly I found a crocodile nest at night. But I'll still find a way to catch it. I've now completed a mission with myself. I've always wanted to see wild baby crocodiles up close. Actually, what I really wanted was to find the eggs, but I'm not sure if this is where they were left. Man, there were so many, and Jacare usually isn't with us, right? Later, I think they mature and each one goes their own way, but when they're still tiny babies, they all stay grouped together. Actually, alligators have a life cycle. At birth, the mother keeps her distance, protecting and trusting their development, just like us. The alligator needs to have faith, to trust in nature, in God, that her babies will grow and go out there to become big alligators. Let's look inside this tunnel, see if there's anything in there or not, if there's an alligator eye or something like that. Sometimes they stay really quiet, you know, just their little eyes sticking out, watching and waiting for the right moment with the rest of their body completely underwater. Whoa, look up ahead, there's a beehive. See? It's fallen down. That's amazing, right? There are several little holes. Look, beautiful. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up my traps because I've been wanting to make a special video with them, placing them in a good spot so we can try to catch something. Alright, I found the perfect spot. I'm going to set a trap there. It catches both fish and alligators or other animals we find in nature, and we're going to catch a little alligator. So we can make a documentary here on the channel, study it and show it up close to you so you can see how beautiful it is. These babies reminded me that the best things come from simple ideas, all thanks to this right here. Look, you can see the aquarium I found thrown in the middle of the forest. The other day while biking, I saw an abandoned turtle inside and it was full of flies. I'm not sure if there's a dead animal in there, but as I rode by again on my bike, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Wow, imagine finding a nest and suddenly life surprises me with a bunch of alligators. Planting with faith seems to inspire the Creator to multiply and make things happen. This small pond is full of life, just like everything here, even if we can't see it. In there, it's full of possibilities, just like in our lives. There are plenty of opportunities and possibilities everywhere. Sometimes we just need to keep our eyes open, right? Because sometimes if I were just passing by here without paying attention, not even thinking about alligators or anything, I would just walk right by. Straight ahead, guys, look, and just keep going forward. But something made me stop, and when I stopped, I found what I was looking for. Sometimes we just really need to believe, you know, and let the universe, God, life, the Creator take care of everything else. Now I'm going to do my part. I'm going to take a stand, grab the traps I've already bought, and sooner or later I'm going to end up finding that alligator. But first, since I'm here with my equipment, and today I came prepared, I'm going to try to cast here, just to see if I end up attracting some attention, right? From them or something else, another creature. The lake always has several. It's amazing that we always find something new, but it's like a swamp in the forest, you know? I can't see well because these plants block my view, making fishing here difficult. Look, because it gets tangled in everything. Look over there. The best thing would be for me to set a trap here or maybe over there. Where were they? There was a baby here, really close. Or did they come from over there, crossing this tunnel back and forth, right? There's a huge lake back there that I can't visit since I don't know how deep it is, and it just keeps getting deeper, right? It gets deep quickly, and giant alligators often nest and lay their eggs along this shore, right? And then the baby alligators are born. But for sure there's a possibility they came from there, which also leads to another lake. Look, right up ahead, it's an even bigger lake. I don't know if you can see it. Back behind those bushes, there's another lake. Here are the edges, and then it goes through this tunnel and leads to the other one, which connects to another lake. Guys, Florida is just lakes everywhere. Seriously, we're literally stranded in the middle of a swamp. When it rains and the lakes fill, these areas flood. There must be alligators everywhere, right? Look, there's a smaller, shallower lake right in front, see? It's like a giant puddle, but it comes from over there. It's the edges of the lake spreading out, taking over, you know, spreading everywhere. We still look like this. There's a lot of movement in the middle of these small lakes. At least if we could see the eggs, right? Like imagine I find the eggs that were left behind even if they're open, or imagine we find a little egg there that hasn't managed to hatch yet. There's kind of a passage here, isn't there? Or maybe it's not really a passage, right? It gives access to this side of the lake. That's where they were yesterday, but here it's just bushes and it keeps going. Look, there's more this way. Check out all the trees in the middle, guys. You really can't tell how deep this lake is. There might be a giant alligator there, but I really think they went that way. Look, over there, that's the path that leads to the bigger lake, which is back there. See? By making noise, calling out, at least there will be some movement, even if they don't come closer. I just want to know if it's nearby. It's hard to see on camera, so I usually add subtitles. Adriana Zanotto, I was talking about the alligator eggs and everything, but there's something I don't know. In nature, the eggs get left behind, or I don't know, other animals come and eat those eggs, or the alligator itself eats them after they hatch? Good question. I need to research it. Sometimes I think I'll find eggs on the banks, but I won't. I make noise, I see something coming, but this time nothing happened, so I'll make subtitles. Adriana Zanotto. Not them, or I don't even know how many there are. Yesterday it looked like fish. I moved closer, but they quickly swam away. It's just that I don't know if it turned out good in the picture. It's too dark. Sometimes I need to come really early, right? Jacare sometimes wakes up early, but today I tried to return around the same time I passed by yesterday, just a bit earlier. It'll get dark soon since the sun is almost set, so we can see if... Subtitles. Zanotto movement here, man. I don't know if you'll be able to do it. Damn, man. Subtitles, Adriana Zanotto. Yeah, something was moving in the lake. I couldn't miss this opportunity, so I ran to get the equipment I brought to see if I could catch something. This little box has everything except the net and bucket. I also brought this product here. It's garlic based, which attracts the animals in the lake, and I also brought a measuring tape in case we catch the alligator and need to measure its size. So, using the right tools, it'll be easy to catch this alligator. I got my fishing rod ready and prepared to go to the lake, but that wasn't enough. Subtitles by Adriana Zanotto. Subtitles by Adriana Zanotto. I imagine you like fishing too, right? If I created a fishing kit from my brand, would you like it? Maybe it would help you with your fishing and everything. If I made a cool design to make it really stylish, really wow, what do you guys think about that? Comment so I can know. Subtitles by Adriana Zanotto. 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 Finding several alligators around, I remembered that there are these babies that are growing here in the reserve. And I also remembered a time when I came here and they told me that I could maybe... Subtitles Adriana Zanotto, if I'm not mistaken, on a Saturday morning to be able to catch their feeding time and record it for you. And that's what I came here to try to do. Today is Friday. I came subtitles Adriana Zanotto. I would come back tomorrow morning so we can record here. It's really cool, man. Look here, showing the life cycle of a frog. There are several stories, several facts here from Florida, from the region where I live. And man, there are some animals here that are just bizarre. Check out this snapping turtle. Look at the size, man. It's almost like a dinosaur, right? Look how cool this is now. In the United States, people ride motorcycles. Man, it's so awesome. Check it out. Look how crazy it is. Hey, look how cool this is. Let's go fast, man. I want one of these. I want to get one of these so we can ride around up and down. That's crazy. This fast electric bike is popular for getting to school and people ride them on the street.